watching Monday's Not Just Crew.
Welcome to Not Just Crew. Well, today we're going to be speaking to Steph Prior, who kindly flew out on Not Just Crew's behalf to Lisbon, Portugal, to cover the IATA conference. Now, this was the first time they've met in literally a couple of years, so it was great to get everyone together. Now, it's quite an interesting conference. Obviously, there was lots of hard work. We're pretty much going to show the fun side, but so much happened this year, and hopefully we'll be able to go again next year. So enjoy this. To Not Just Crew. I'm with our scientific correspondent. She wasn't really sure of that title when we just thrust it upon her, Steph Prior. Steph, thank you so much for joining us. Before we talk about your time in Lisbon, just tell all the sort of viewers a bit more about you, because obviously we know you're doing a lot of studying at the moment, and flying out to the IATA conference was hopefully going to assist you and give you some valuable research for your thesis. So yeah, just tell us a bit more about you.
So my name's Steph. I have been crew for 16 years. Pandemic happened, and like us all, I was like, oh, what do I do now? So I decided to embark on a master's in human factors, having kind of previously studied psychology and had an interest in that anyway. So now I'm nearly at the end of that, and I am writing a research thesis, which is quite relevant right now, and we're all kind of living it. It's cabin crew burnout and well-being, and if that affects safety behaviour and safety performance. So yeah, very interesting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, because I know you were looking for some, obviously not guinea pigs, but some participants to help you with research. Have you got enough people as of yet, or are you looking for more?
Yeah, so that's all the data collection is finished now. I had absolutely overwhelming response. Over 300 people filled out the survey. So
wow,
yeah, everyone that did, because I have a hell of a lot of data to analyse now and write up in this thesis.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, that's great. Obviously, if you need any more, give us a shout here at Not Just Crew, and we'll certainly help out as much as we can. Anyway, you so kindly flew out to Lisbon, Portugal, on behalf of Not Just Crew to attend the IATA conference. Now, what I believe it's the first face-to-face one they've had for a few years. Firstly, tell us about your journey, the kind of welcome you received, and we'll go into a bit more detail, but is it what you expected it to be?
Yes and no. I mean, the welcome, everyone got welcomed with open arms. I mean, everyone there would have had an experience as crew or being crew, so you know what we're like, one big family in the end. And actually, in this business, you know faces, don't you? So that was lovely. And I did attend the online one last year, so it was lovely to actually meet speakers from last year. It was really good, and I think everyone felt that it was so lovely to be back in the room. And the biggest thing actually was how there was no competition. You know, we want. There was no this airline or this airline, and actually especially after the challenges the pandemic has created, the collaboration between airlines I think has been enhanced even. Especially to do with safety, and obviously the crew wellbeing is a big post-pandemic issue as well. So
Well, everything's sort of changing globally. We've seen again. I mean, we're coming up to sort of pretty much halfway through 2022, and obviously the effects are still being felt, obviously by crew, baggage handlers, check-in staff. So it's going to take probably a similar time to get everything back and running. Anyway, so when you sort of flew out there, obviously you're a representative of Not Just Crew. We've got some footage coming up. What kind of welcome did you receive? I mean, obviously as a scientist, you got a brilliant one, but Not Just Crew. Probably not a word on everyone's lips there. We're not that internationally renowned as of yet. But obviously you had one of our Not Just Crew microphones with you. Did you get any funny looks, or did you get some nice... I know you've got some juicy interviews, but You know, did
there
they
was
want
a
to do
lot
that?
of there was a lot of intrigue actually, and
Yeah.
oh, I haven't heard of that. What's that? So yeah, it was nice to be able to tell people what you guys have done for the queer community, and also because there was a lot of kind of other like management level there. It was nice to say, look,
wow.
these guys, this is what these guys have done, and it's amazing. So yeah, I did really just try and push the message, you know, encourage, inspire, support. So hopefully we've got the message out there, and also like the benefit of the peer support really, and how that can help.
Well, I mean, obviously, I went through the footage, and we got some coming up. So you had a brilliant interview with Matt Whip of BA and Jonathan Jasper. In fact, what's his full title within IATA? I know he's.
Oh, no, that's off the top of my head. I had to do that so many times to get his job title right.
Oh, that wasn't a trick question then. But I know, look, we know he's quite. We've had chats with Johnny ourselves. He's even been on the show, and I say last year's conference online as well. But listen, you got chatting to some amazing people. Say this footage we're showing now. Obviously, there was it seemed like it was a lot of sort of role play to get everyone into the spirits. What did you think you came away with at the end, and has it actually helped your research?
What did I come away with? Like I said earlier, the whole how beneficial it is to collaborate together.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, so nice to be back in the room with people, and just we had some fun as well, which was nice.
Well, I could see that, and we will see some of that. But just so the viewers know, it wasn't all fun. This is when you finally got to let your hair down. And again, it did look good fun. Next year, are you going to go back?
Hopefully, if you'll have me back.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Listen, we love sending people out to exotic places. Do you know where it's going to be next year?
No, they haven't announced yet, but they were alluding to it not being so close to home.
Ah, right.
I said, as long as I can get there on some type of staff travel, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, exactly. And hopefully the flights globally will be up and running properly. Anyway, Steph, look, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for doing this. Hopefully you'll join us as a correspondent, our scientific correspondent, a bit more often. Thank you so much, Steph.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Not Just Crewers. I'm very excited that I'm here in Lisbon today to take you all to the IATA Cabin Safety Conference. So let's go. Didn't think that one through, did I?
Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3. What a time. You did it. Watch this. In 2 minutes, 58.
Wow.
0.27. You are in first place. Let's get and see.
What was the best yesterday?
This is the 4 minutes and.
No. I'm here with Matt Whip, Manager of Cabin Safety at British Airways.
Hello, hello.
Obviously we're at the IATA.
We are indeed.
So can you tell me about more of your role at IATA?
IATA?
So, from an IATA standpoint, we are a group, or a task force officially, but it's a group. 15 airlines, and then we all get together and we discuss how we can improve safety globally. And it really is globally. It's not just looking at our own airlines, it's trying to help out all the other airlines that are part of IATA as well as those that are not a member of IATA, because it's just as important. And we're very lucky because it's safety, we can share as much knowledge as we possibly can. We obviously can't talk about things we're not allowed to talk about, but other than that, it's absolutely fantastic. And we've been doing it for many, many years, and it's been a good conference, isn't it?
It has.
You won a prize. You won a prize.
But my biggest take home actually from earlier was the collaboration. We don't compete on safety.
We absolutely don't, and certainly even from a UK standpoint, we're very lucky because as part of the IATA group, it's great, but we actually also have the UK Airlines Cabin Safety Liaison Group, which pretty much most airlines in the UK are part of as well. And we all talk about it, and the whole point is sharing experiences to improve safety throughout the globe.
And have you enjoyed yourself?
Of course I've enjoyed myself. I've had a lovely time. To all you people I know out there, hello, to Simon. Nice to see you again.
We all saw him on the telly.
Yeah, oh, what, me, you mean? Yeah, I apologise for the end of the Queen's Jubilee. I had been drinking alcohol for 7 hours, and then I got interviewed and I happened to be on the BBC News.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the most amazing experience. The atmosphere is incredible.
So this is better. Yeah, this is more relaxed and lovely.
And what has been your biggest take home?
I think my biggest take home from this actually has been about time we can get together, and it's been really clear and obvious that this sort of event is really needed. It's all very well doing it virtually because we did it on Teams last time, but to do it in person, you can really get to feel people, and people have really felt bruised throughout the whole experience the last couple of years, and this has allowed people to enter some sense of normality again and hopefully get back to a bit of normality.
Thank you very
Is that
much.
all right?
Yeah,
Nice to see you all.
Thank you.
Stay in touch.
Hi everyone, end of day one. Really great session this afternoon where we kind of did a little bit of speed dating, where there was lots of different tables with lots of different topics, and you had to move around the tables every 18 minutes. So what did I do? I went to getting passengers to pay attention to the safety demonstration, which so if anyone's got any great ideas, then please share them. There was some really good talk about, fun versus what they take in versus do we need to bombard them with all that information. What else did we talk about? Cabin innovations, so to do with ergonomics of the cabin, manual handling, what prevents injuries, how ergonomics can help us do our job better. For example, 350 forward galley where the boilers are at eye level, things like that. Very simple things like that kind of make you think, that could be a problem in the future. We also did passenger awareness campaigns through EASA, so Not On My Flight, some of you might have heard of that. That was really interesting, trying to kind of get across to all kind of demographics, all ages, the same message. What else? Unruly passengers, another hot topic. So yeah, that was fascinating to see. It's across the board. It's been a really interesting afternoon. I will update you tomorrow. I will see.
Jonathan Jasper, Senior Manager of Cabin Safety. Can you tell me a bit about the conference and the purpose of the conference?
The conference is a cabin safety conference for all airlines in the world to join together and discuss the issues that they're facing right now. It's 3 days of talking, discussions, sharing, watching and listening.
And can you tell me about some of the contributors or some of the focus of the conference?
A lot of the focus was cabin crew mental health and
Yes.
well-being. That is the biggest challenge that people are facing at the moment within airline operations, cabin crew. It's anything that they can do to look after them and bring them back to a sense of normality. That's what I've just been through.
That was my favourite yesterday, was the wellbeing workshop. So, and have you got a take home or?
I think the take home is that 70 airlines attended and they're all in the same situation. They're all looking for information and they're all trying to do the right thing. And of course, they're all trying to recruit the same people.
Yeah, and how do you feel about being face to face again and not online?
It's so nice not to wear a mask.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I'm still wearing a mask in transport at home.
Okay.
To come here and just be back to normality after 3 years.
Yeah.
We know it's still there, but we know we're past the worst.
Yeah, and a lot of the talk was about the challenges COVID has presented, but also putting a positive spin on the challenges and coming through it.
And the positive side is that we've learned so much about how to communicate with people, and we've learned so much that we can take it forward if anything should happen again.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me. It's been brilliant.
It's been lovely having you. I'm glad you enjoyed it as much as everybody else in the airlines.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So it is 4:20 in the morning. Flight was delayed. I've just pulled up on the driveway. I've got that landing day feeling. If you know, you know. So yeah, amazing time. I'm tired, but amazing time. Really interesting, really insightful, really thought-provoking. I just wanted to thank IATA, JJ, and the guys at Not Just Crew, Trevor and Simon, for giving me the opportunity to go. Yeah, loved it. Thank you so much.